32nd board is up for our second heat. Along with Ward, it's Jeremy McGrath, the points leader. You see him there. Kevin Windham, Yamaha's young rising star. Mike LaRocco, the veteran. Greg Albertine, the former three-time World GP champion. Ryan Hughes, who's starting to knock on the door. There's Ryan to the left. Jimmy Button had some great practice sessions. Michael Brown, Ty Birdwell, Voss, Atsuda, Rourke, Jean-Sebastian Roy from Canada, just to name a few. As we're getting set now, the 32nd board is sideways. We are almost set for our second qualifying heat from the Kingdom. Number 11 is Jimmy Button, but to the inside is Kevin Windham, number 8. Can he get through? Yes, he does. Kevin Windham and Jimmy Button, bar to bar. It's Jimmy Button in the whoops.
Jimmy looked excellent in practice. He went out there, jumped behind his teammate McGrath, actually passed him. Looked real relaxed, looked excellent yesterday as well. Comfortable in these situations.
It's Ryan Hughes cutting into second, number 10 on the Kawasaki. But look out for number 8, Kevin Windham. Windham has got to make his mark soon. He's trying to get over the middle hump. He won his first 250 races, a 125 rider last year in Charlotte, North Carolina. But he can't seem to get the timing down yet this season.
Well, he just can't crack into the podium, but he's been right there, knocking on the door, which is good. His first year on 250. The Button, looking good yesterday, looking good so far today. Using that long, lanky frame, a lot like the same build as Larry Ward. It's obviously working in his favor in the ruts. They don't seem to bother him at all. Jeremy McGrath is on the bubble with Voss behind him. As we've got Button, Hughes, Windham, Jeremy McGrath, Voss, and here comes Mike LaRocco to the inside, cutting off Voss behind Jeremy McGrath. Number 11, Jimmy Button. He had a fun time at his hometown in Phoenix in the last one. Here comes Ryan Hughes. Ryan starting the season off with an injured back. Very little practice for something like 2.5 weeks. And now it looks like he's getting back up to speed, David. Right there, nice block pass. Ryan set that up down the straightaway, positioning himself to the inside. Stayed close enough to make the pass and already starting to pull away a little bit. Here comes Jeremy McGrath on Windham. As you see Ryan's mechanic. Now Jeremy was trying to be nice there. Almost 6 laps to go in our second qualifying heat. Jeremy really tucking that front wheel tight and trying to not get in there and hit Windham. LaRocco would love to challenge Jeremy McGrath for the final transfer spot. But here comes McGrath battling it out with Windham. All the riders are being forced to ride all 3 of the jumps of the triple because of the downed rider there. Completely out of the way, but flaggers just decided in the best interest. This qualifying heat still up in the air as Jeremy McGrath moves into third around Windham. So our order now is Jimmy Button behind Ryan Hughes in second place. Then we've got Jeremy McGrath in third. It's Windham in fourth with Mike LaRocco knocking on that door. 4 more riders will put the hurt on the rest of the field, sending them to the semis. It's all coming up next. Welcome back to the Kingdom. Art Ekman, David Bailey, and Davey Combs as Jimmy Button retakes the lead on Hughes. Hughes cuts to the inside, and we're going to have a bar-to-bar situation. Off the rocker. Well, there you get an idea of the different timing. Ryan going to the inside out of the corner. Completely different rhythm through there, and it worked out in Button's favor. Larry Ward and Albertine are out of the picture, trying to make a move on LaRocco in 5th place. Talked to Ward after practice. He's made some changes to the motorcycle, trying to get the bike to ride a little different. Not so low in the front, so he feels a lot more comfortable, but still needs to get a better start. Having to come from behind with the talent this year doesn't work as good as years past. Team Kawasaki in a Yamaha sandwich right now in 2nd place. Loved watching the second practice session. Jeremy jumped out there and started going hard right away. Button jumped in right behind him, and for an entire lap and a half, they were side by side everywhere on the racetrack. Trying to do that again. Jimmy Button, David, looking strong in the heat race last week in Phoenix, is coming up on a lapper right now with Hughes and McGrath tightly spaced. Windham's losing some ground to them. Ryan Hughes goes down. He went down in the corner. Looked like he took it a little tight and got hooked up on the tub box. Yep, a little bit too tight, leaning to that inside, and hay bale was in the way.
So now you got Chaparral looking good.
4 laps to go. Button and McGrath, Wyndham in third, and LaRocco in fourth. So how quickly things can change.
It was unbelievable how fast it changed in the first heat. All that momentum coming through there, Lutz going down, taking everyone with him.
Here are teammates, great friends. But when it gets on the track, Jimmy Button wants to hold his line. It'll be a clean pass if there's one to be made.
It's going to be tough. Jeremy all day has been so aggressive.
Here comes McGrath, testing to the outside.
Trying to get a little creative there and square across that corner. All the runners have been trying to do that. Haven't been able to pull it off.
I'll never forget when McGrath was with Honda, and Doug Henry surprised everyone, not giving him the space and taking the heat race. And I can't remember exactly where that was, but the jaws dropped and the eyelashes went up. Here's Jimmy Button, our leader now. There'll be a white flag, maybe? No, not yet. 3 laps to go.
I think Jeremy's having fun either way. If Button beats him in this heat race.
2 laps to go, by correction. Here's Bartamar. The fans are standing on their feet at the straightaway. McGrath to the inside. Oh, and good power for Button. Oh, my goodness. What a commercial for Chaparral. Jeremy McGrath taking the lead in the heat race, and Button eases off after the pass.
Now he worked for that. Jeremy inside, outside, trying everything. And Ryan Hughes having a lot of trouble going down before the starting line corner. He's up, but he went down hard. Jeremy looking so aggressive out there in practice that most of the people cruising around the pit seem to have the feeling that McGrath is going to win tonight.
This is a real bad break for Ryan Huffman as we take a look at him trying to restart the machine. I should say Ryan Hughes, because gosh, he's been so hurt. He came into this race with an air of confidence because the doctors told him he couldn't injure his back any further to go ahead and race. LaRocco is down, and it's the final lap.
There you get a shot of LaRocco. This track is treacherous. That's the whoop section that claimed 3 guys in the first heat race.
So once again, the order changes. Larry Ward has all of a sudden taken over 4th place on the final lap.
McGrath starting to play up to the crowd a little bit, feeling it tonight.
Jeremy McGrath looking for his 3rd heat win in a row.
You see the bike squirrel right there a little bit, trying to get into that rut to do the triple. Not very many guys going for that. It's going to get harder.
McGrath, the checkers! So a confidence builder for McGrath, as well as Jimmy Button as he comes across in 2nd place. A word from Jeremy in a moment.
On ESPN2.
It was a battle of chaparrals, David Bailey.
And McGrath working his teammate hard, trying to steal the line away, but doing it polite, making it stick.
Jeremy McGrath and Jimmy Button 1 and 2 out of our qualifying heat, with Kevin Wyndham and Larry Ward inheriting really qualifying spots as we saw people drop like flies. Davey Coombs.
Yeah, you know what? The one guy, though, did make a mistake out there is Jeremy McGrath. Jeremy, congratulations to you and the Chaparral Yamaha. 3 heat race wins in a row. What's that do for your confidence?
Well, that one was definitely good for my confidence. I didn't get such a good start. I started like 4th or 5th, and I kind of hit Mike Brown and went off the track over there. But I came from behind, and that was good.
What about dicing with your teammate, Jimmy Button? You guys are friends, your roommates, all that. Any kind of holding back on that, or are you just going to drill that guy if you have to?
Well, there was a few times out there where I could have really put it to him, you know, and I didn't. I kind of, on that one pass, I drove it in a little bit deep and just showed him where I was. I don't think I'd take Jimmy off the track unless it was a must-do circumstance.
Finally, did you watch the first heat race with Doug Henry winning and Ezra Lutz not even qualifying?
Yeah, Ezra had a little bit of bad luck out there, fell down. Doug was riding really well. I need to get a little bit better start. I kind of got a little late on the start, and if I get a little better start, it'll be good.